What shall I do?
What will you do? Is this a question? Show that you know the poem and remind them what a poem it is. Well, you know what you must do. Go, confront the problem, fight, win, and call me when you get back, darling. I enjoy our visits.
Welcome to the Poetry Dojo,
where we learn to know our poems
and learn to wield them to fight and win.
Today we are considering A Song of Sherwood by Alfred Noyes.
Alfred Noyes lived from 1880 to 1958. He's an English poet. My greatest familiarity with him is for The Highwayman. Mm-hmm. However, he produced a great many other poems than that.
And they tended to be a lot happier than that one, from what I understand.
Really?
Yes, that was an uncharacteristically somber poem of his.
And therefore his most popular.
Yeah. I think he wrote it when he was 24 and said, yes, back when I enjoyed that sort of thing.
I see. Okay, well then he went for happier stuff afterward. Mm-hmm. Song of Sherwood was published in 1911, same year that he published a play called Sherwood. Clearly he had Robin Hood on the mind in 1911. A Song of Sherwood by Alfred Noyes. Sherwood in the twilight. Is Robin Hood awake? Gray and ghostly shadows are gliding through the brake, shadows of the dappled deer dreaming of the morn, dreaming of a shadowy man that winds a shadowy horn. Robin Hood is here again. All his merry thieves hear a ghostly bugle note shivering through the leaves, calling as he used to call, faint and far away, in Sherwood, about the break of day. Merry, merry England has kissed the lips of June. All the wings of fairyland were here beneath the moon, like a flight of rose leaves fluttering in a mist of opal and ruby and pearl and amethyst. Merry, merry England is waking as of old, with eyes of blither hazel and hair of brighter gold. For Robin Hood is here again beneath the bursting spray in Sherwood, about the break of day. Love is in the greenwood building him a house of wild rose and hawthorn and honeysuckle boughs. Love is in the greenwood, dawn is in the skies, and Marian is waiting with a glory in her eyes. Hark! The dazzled laverock climbs the golden steep. Marian is waiting. Is Robin Hood asleep? Round the fairy grass rings frolic elf and fay in Sherwood, about the break of day. Oberon, Oberon, rake away the gold, rake away the red leaves, roll away the mold, rake away the gold leaves, roll away the red, and wake Will Scarlet from his leafy forest bed. Friar Tuck and Little John are riding down together with quarterstaff and drinking can and grey goose feather. The dead are coming back again. The years are rolled away in Sherwood, about the break of day. Softly over Sherwood the south wind blows. All the heart of England his in every rose hears across the greenwood the sunny whisper leap. Sherwood in the red dawn. Is Robin Hood asleep? Hark! The voice of England wakes him as of old, and shattering the silence with a cry of brighter gold, bugles in the greenwood echo from the steep. Sherwood in the red dawn. Is Robin Hood asleep? Where the deer are gliding down the shadowy glen all across the glades of fern, he calls his merry men, doublets of the Lincoln green glancing through the May, in Sherwood, about the break of day. Calls them, and they answer, from aisles of oak and ash. Rings the follow, follow, and the boughs begin to crash, the ferns begin to flutter, and the flowers begin to fly, and through the crimson dawning the robber band goes by. Robin, 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 all his merry thieves answer as the bugle note shivers through the leaves, calling as he used to call, faint and far away, in Sherwood, about the break of day. A Song of Sherwood by Alfred Noyes. This has the flavor of what I would call a resurrection poem. England has its stories. Ireland has its stories. Arthur, the once and future king, who somewhere in Avalon is waiting for that day when England most needs him to come again and deliver her. So likewise in England is the tale and remembrance of Finn.
In Ireland?
Oh, I'm sorry. Finn in Ireland, that the day will come when Finn again will wake and will come at Ireland's greatest need. These resurrection stories look for a returning king who will come and rescue his people in their greatest need. So now Alfred Noyes takes that flavor, that romp, that theme, and pours Robin Hood into it and makes this poem. He makes lots of references. We see stuff I recognize from Midsummer Night's Dream, Oberon, and we see all the various characters being called up from the dead to once again ride at Robin's side for England.
Wanting to go back, or at least to bring the past forward, to live in an era that's defined by a hero. I think we can all relate to that.
It is rare in the story that God is telling that great heroes actually rise up and act. Usually we are called to be a collection of small people working together to accomplish the hero's call. Well, in this case, we always long for a hero, however imagined, called up to our aid. And given the fact that he had just written a play called Sherwood, this was... You can see how it would come to his imagination.
It's a very colorful poem. It seems to just sparkle off the page with the visuals.
It has a wistful sound to it, a hopeful sound. That desire for the hero very easily can capture the attention and heart of the listeners, of your audience, of the judges. Do not hesitate to use the tone and timbre to your advantage, where your longing becomes their longing, and your wistfulness and desire becomes their desire as well. So that when the poem ends, there is a moment when they almost lean forward off the chair longing for something more.
It's a longer poem, so the pacing is not necessarily a huge challenge, but something to pay attention to. You don't want to rush to the height of the poem too fast. England is still sleeping. Robin Hood is still sleeping for most of this poem. It's really the last few stanzas where things are waking up and moving faster. We start to hear crashes and things are flying through the air, and we've got the bugle notes coming out clear. So
it's a good halfway through. It's still asking, is Robin Hood asleep? Is Robin Hood asleep? Until Friar Tuck, after the request of Oberon to get things on the move, Friar Tuck and Little John finally are seen coming, and that gives the hint that the answer to the question, is Robin Hood asleep, has finally been answered. No, he is now awake.
So you want to make sure that those quieter first passages don't get boring. Keep the interest. Make sure you understand and deliver the sense of each line. Don't just rest in the meter. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a Diecast Media Group production. Please recommend us to friends, family, relations, but not your competitors. Feel free to email us with any questions at poetrydojo@diecastmediagroup.com. And tune in next time for another exciting episode and another fine poem.